Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Miyogi, and welcome back to another episode of Import Tuner Challenge. Well, let's play Import Tuner Challenge. Now, when we left off, we nearly got our ass handed to Senpai. And when we left off, we nearly had our ass handed to Senpai. It's like one of the best races we have ever experienced. By the way, to those who are asking what was the track that I used in the Midnight Cinderella battle, it is actually from Maho Tsukai no Yoru. It is entitled 5. And just to correct myself on the horny meter, remember that girl who's like, you don't have a girlfriend? Maybe I could? Yeah, we're adding her into the list. But anyway, why I've decided to record this early is again on this coming weekend, which is actually right now, I will not be able to go on live. So this would have to compensate it, and it may be a little bit shorter because I am kind of pressed for time here since this is the last day of my New Year's vacation. But anyway, our main objective right now is to clear up the Daybreak set of rivals. If we look here in the rival list, we'll have to contend with 4 teams, a boss, and 2 wanderers. One of them involves being wingless, and I think that's a more easier target to go with. But as promised, we're gonna start at Kiyobashi parking area, as how I did validate and confirm. But there are also some at Shiodome parking area, which is technically Ginza. So we're gonna be reserving them last, I'm afraid. So our first load of business here, we're gonna start at Kiyobashi and working it into the C1 loop. We do not need to worry about Shibuya because there are no rivals left at Shibuya. On that note, and don't need to worry about the power upgrades that I've done to the Z because it is currently maxed out. Nearly. I just don't want to add 4 extra pounds into the car, okay? The 2 horsepower is not worth it for the 4 pounds difference, so I'd rather not. Wait, why am I on level 2? Why am I on level 1? Go back to level 2, my guy. Yeah, and obviously no nitro. Alright, so first order of business, we are gonna jump straight into Daybreak for Kiyobashi PA. Oh! I love the fact that I know Platinum Prince. If you've played or watched my past TXR videos, Platinum Prince of RR, aka Rotary Revolution, is actually discount Akagi Red Sun. So we're looking at discount Ryosuck, and looking at his silhouette, he literally screams Ryosuck. You want something? Well, make it fast. I got a conference first thing in the morning. Don't tell me you want a race or anything like that. Do you know who the Platinum Prince is? He's a racer with no equal on the C1 loop at dawn. And that's who you're attempting to challenge at this moment, so you're wasting my time. Sorry about that, but I don't see you as having what it takes to keep up with me. And I make a point of only racing against drivers who'd be worth the effort to take them down. And there'd be no profit in beating you as you are now. Come back when you've got some experience. Even the writing, which is, I know it's a bit of a nitpick, but even the writing, I like it because it still retains the Ryosuke attitude wherein Platinum Prince was obviously highly based from, and I like that. But of course, it also means that we cannot face him yet. So, case in point, clearly, when you jump into a parking area, you are automatically greeted by the time period area boss. And it's not like when you engage with them in the play outside on the loop or wherever and then get some PAs or anything like that. No, it all starts at the parking area if you want to engage with the boss prior to facing them. But for now, we're dealing with family business. And we got, right now, there's only 2 of them. We got a pair of Fair Lady Z32s. So we have Quick Kid and Innocent Lady. But before that, as always make sure you have to go to the information menu and get some intel. I nearly misread this as Takuya Kuroda. So, Kiryu? Kiryu, what are you doing here in an ITC game? In a TXR game? Right, Sekai Miyoshi. There's a street racer called the Platinum Prince who's said to be the fastest racer in the early morning C1 loop. I hear he's supposed to have been the leader of some racing team or other at one time, but until another racer wiped him out. Now they say that the Platinum Prince races to avenge that defeat. And if you prove yourself in the C1 loop at night, he might just challenge you to a race. Okay, so if we are going to tie this with TXR3, which is the game before this is a double whammy. Because remember, no. We didn't race against Platinum Prince as Daiki. We raced him as Ryosuke Takahashi. I remember that episode. If you guys remember it as well, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Satoshi Tochikawa. The other day, I ran to Cutie Hips in the wee hours at the Shiodome parking area. I bragged about my brand new rear spoiler, but she got really annoyed and refused to race against me. I wonder why. Tadayuki Kitano. Again, it's Mikhail Burger King. Sports cars. I have to say the R34, the Skyline GTR. I think we're in the twilight of the age of the sports car. Did you notice that there's a dash on between R and 34? Because if you left it as R34, people might think it's Rule 34. I don't know. Localization team was weird. The RX-7 and the Supra were hits during the height of the sports coupe's popularity, when all the car manufacturers were fixated on speed. And I feel that the GTR was the real standout. Nowadays, environmental friendliness is what everyone's talking about, even right now in 2025. And sure, that's important, but I hope people don't forget about the adventure of higher speeds in the process. I personally plan to always drive a GTR. Okay, at one point it does give me vibes of Mikhail Burger King, but at another point it kind of reminds me of Keiichi Tsuchiya with that pose. Ayumu Murata. I'm studying handles rather than racing itself. Are you interested in handles? Many people still think that these are just nicknames used among street racers themselves. Analyses based on my investigation show, however, that isn't necessarily true. Apparently, handles change depending on what you do, especially during a race. In simple terms, like how many races you've been in and how many wins you get affect your handle, as do embarrassing things like how many times you hit a wall. That's pretty much what I figured out so far. Yeah, so the more you go into these intel parts of the parking area, the more you understand how handles work. It's a unspoken rule that the past games have not disclosed to us until now. That stupid cat! It went and left scratches all over the freshly waxed hood of my car. And that's on top of using my tires to sharpen its claws. I'm gonna give its owner a piece of my mind. Yeah, does that happen to most people? I've seen a video of a husky trying to dig their way through a front windshield. The thing to do is drive as fast as you can while still maintaining control. I know how good it feels to go fast, but if that's all you think about, you could well get a bad handle as a result of driving into walls or bumping other cars. So that's more handle talk. Have you tried it yet? What do you mean, what? I'm talking about time trial racing, that's what. You know, the usual race just has you and your opponents driving until one of you gives out. There's no start or finish line, no nothing. Well, there's some races where you do have a finish line, and the winner is whichever racer gets there first. So might try that way if you get tired of regular street racing. Now, not Kiryu. Pitch refers to when a car shakes backwards and forwards. Yes, Stepping on the brake tilts the car forward and shaking around. That time is called pitch. Yes. When braking at corners, weight is put on the front pitching and the front tires. Turning the wheel in this condition increases the front tire's grip. Thanks to the extra weight it makes it easier to turn. Yes.
What's with the yeses with this guy?
Oh, there's another one. It's a good idea to drive while thinking about pitch, weight placement, and movement in this manner. Yes. Understood? Yes. Wait, that was a weird guy to talk to. Anyway, let's get to racing.
Do you seriously think you can beat me? You must be crazy.
No, do you seriously think you can beat me? Come on, I'll show you. Come closer.
Oh my god, his plate number says family.
Oh, you! Here we go again. Yeah, by gear 4, I already have the upper hand. I have the high ground. This kid ain't so quick. And I was right. In Daybreak, there are less traffic cars out in the open.
I lost? No way!
Please do not be filler characters and give me generic responses. Oh no, wait, you're here, innocent lady.
You're a street racer? Sure, I can race you. I don't have much else in particular to do right now.
Alright, another family. So it's still SP. You know what? I'm gonna let her lead and overtake from the outside. I'm not gonna commit the same mistake as earlier. But yeah, did I say that there was no gauges? There is no like engine fatigue or whatnot? I stand corrected. There is. And I think the pressure there is for tire pressure gauges.
You're pretty fast, you know that?
Family is filler. Family is filler.
And this is where we are gonna start farming. A lot of people out tonight. So this is another team, Cool Energy. Their logo kind of reminds me of G-Effect from Need for Speed Pro Street. The Grip Runners. Avenging one. Oh no, it's the White Knights from my guided Let's Play. Mate, don't tell me if I beat one, there comes another one. And another one. And then god damn it. They're back. What's next? Am I gonna see Angry Red Peacock next on the team? So what I'm going to do here is that I shall dominate through the outer, switch to the inner, and maybe clean up more on the outer once I'm through. And I have a cheat in order to do that when I am in Shibuya, but without entering Shibuya. You'll see later once we do a full lap already around the area. This one is, oh, Twister. Okay, here we go. This is a OG team from the olden TXR days. Twister is a team comprised of drivers who drive nothing but rotaries. I'm always scared at junctions because God knows when they would just debate me and we end up in a tie. I do not like draws anymore. I don't mind taking L's, I just don't want to take a tie right now. Yeah, and as figured, we are over-prepared for this. We're technically prepared for Platinum Prince. We're just over-prepared for the rank and file. KPA, could somebody tell me what unit of measure is that? Because the only pressure unit I understand is PSI, pounds per square inch. KSA seems to be a KPA seems to be a different unit of measure, probably for the western hemisphere of the world. Okay, margin 0 is out. Oh, nice. Before the race ended. I like it before the race ends, and it's only when the collision kicks in. The fact that the game tells you the bad name is also affected on what you do when you are not racing, which is kind of a new gimmick in contrast to older TXR games. Older TXR games, you could mess around as much as you want, and you will not have penalties for it. Oh! Another FD, Shooting Star. I mistook you for cornering artist, and then I realized, no, that's an RR member, not a Twister member. Boom! Okay, maybe there are exceptions to the rule. Maybe there are some AI who are still just as dumb as the old game. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Yo, I love the FD front though. A proper Amemiya kit? Baron Kagetsu? Now that's a properly good RE Amemiya FD kit if I see one in a Genki game. I mean, I know there is the old generation version used in Kaido Battle, but that's just Gen 1 FD. The Gen 2 FD is the cooler looking one, not the KSUCC version. Alright, his SP is dropping just right. Hopefully we end right before the Shibuya Junction, because I'ma do the dirty thing that I was telling you guys about. This way, I do not need to go around Shibuya or end the day. If I want to continue, all I have to do is give me a sec. And then suddenly the game penalizes me. There we go! We are now officially in the inner loop. Very dangerous, so don't do what I do, IRL. The cool energy guys are scattered around the inner and the outer loop. Okay. And then if we want to jump back to the outer loop, we just have to do the same exact thing. Aha, you thought I was gonna mess up? And this way, we get to enter the Shiodome parking area if there's anything that interests us. So it's already tested and proven that we only need to be 3 out of the 4 teams to trigger the area boss. And that's why I'm reserving the Ghost Lolita group last. Okay, Sweet Blues is the next rival. Also, the fact that the corners are wider, it's less likely for us to see the weakness of the AI unless we are in high speeds. So that one's sporting the C West front bumper for the FD. The one also used in the Apexi RX-7. And just like that, we're already facing the next rival, which is another FD. It's just gonna be rotary after rotary against now with Blue Rider. So we're seeing 3 RX-7 body kits based on the front bumpers that we're encountering. So we have the GTC kit from Mazda Speed. We have the C West kit. And the latest one, we have the RE Amemiya Spec 2 kit, the one used on the 2nd gen FD. The cooler looking one, the one that is featured in Gran Turismo When did the FD appear? At 5? Was it? The blue one, the blue FD, I think it was at 5. Or did it debut in 6? I can't remember. If we look at it as well in terms of difficulty, the one that's going to give us a hard time performance-wise would have to be Twister. Because the weakest members are in an RX-8, which is still kind of strong, and their stronger members are all in FDs. There are, unfortunately, no FCs in this game. Okay, I'm seeing my oil temperature rise. Earlier was 86, I think, and now it's at 87. If I'm the Lulu thinking that, please correct me in the comments. Okay, this next one is outside Garter. We have family again. But the fact he starts at gear 1 is kinda odd. And he only got the lead because I was a dumbass and grinded the inner wall. Safe to say that corner Kasumi Gaseki would be our advantage in most, if not all, our races here. So after this, we have 2 more targets to take down below. So taking out Cool Energy, Family Business, and Twister will get us to face against Platinum Prince. Based on the rate of performance we're going, it's gonna be earlier than expected. Or maybe in a way, because we're also running in daybreak, that the racers are deliberately less because of the time of day. But I'm seeing as well that the gaps aren't as big as how they were at the start of the game, when we were gunning for Bloodhound. This one, the gaps are much shorter. Just good, if you ask me. G35, are you family? No, you are Cool Energy. I thought Cool Energy is a but. There you go, Max Racing. It's not Max Energy, it's Max Racing. So I thought it was a knockoff of Max Racing, a Cool Energy I mean, but no. They're just as varied, or maybe they just main saloon type Nissans, the non-Skylines, the non-Fair Ladies. So it's just the G35 and the sedans, probably, or SEMAs in general. I have to find a way to maneuver my way in mid-air through that. It would look epic, but dangerous at the same time. Okay, wow! So we're facing off team leader now. Team leader is in Aristo. Cool Energy 1 now. Bad name, Incentive Joker. I like the mix though of gold rims on a deep silver sedan. He's got good taste. And there is the guy that we should be gunning for when we get out to the outer loop. So unlike when we're facing Midnight Cinderella, this one is much easier to control against. I mean to fight with. And I have to go back and run for that RX-8 just so we could deal with Twister next. Okay, I'm not the Lulu. Water temperature's rising. So, at the rate we're going, it's not enough for us to actually be alerted yet. Now, as much as I want to continue, I want to deal immediately with the last Twister guy. I don't want to leave anything to chance or to resets. So this blue RX8 smiles. This person has to work at Smile Burger, right? When I look at Smiles Free, the only line I could think of is Majima Slide and Majima Everywhere. Smiles Free. Get you chat free. God, I miss my Yakuza Kiwami streams. But we're still in anticipation for Pirate Yakuza featuring exclusively Goro Majima. So we have to be patient. Oh! This is surprising. So we're now facing off against Twister's team leader. Blazing Mirage. I was about to mistake a Blazing Mirage for the team leader of Fine Drive, Shooting Star, because they're both red. They're both rear-wheel drive. And I thought I was gonna merge their identities by mistake. Okay, so clearly we're gonna have an issue with Platinum Prince like this. I'm not gonna take my chances. After I beat Twister, I'm heading home. But my god, I would have to say Blazing Mirage's FD looks fine. It looks cool, it looks great, it's a really good build. Like some of these Genki builds are kinda janky, but I would have to say when it hits right, it hits right. Oh my god, he's keeping up. Oh my god, he is keeping up! It's gonna be a problem. No wonder his SP is slowly draining. He's keeping up pretty well. Only in corners like that where I could build a gap. By gripping my way as best as I could. Alright, now that we got that out, I am actually going to go home. So we have a win combo of 15. I'm banking. So our bad name's now updated to Ripper Machine, and we have unlocked the following: Cool Energy for sticker, Twister sticker. So if we're gonna go to rival list, who do we have left to deal with? So it's family business. We have to find Big Mama, Greatest Pop. Big Mama, Greatest Papa, and we have to meet the Godfather. No need to worry about the Wanderers just yet, but at least we got a clue down. We could, you know, if we didn't chicken out, we could have went straight to Shiodome and challenged Team Desire, so that as soon as we leave, we trigger Platinum Prince. But no, I'm sticking to my gut. So the last two on C1, they did not say where, so I could take either chance. But since Kyobashi parking area, so I would take it to the outer. I'm gonna start Kasumi Gaseki, get the second run at Kandabashi, and then enter the parking area in that order. Also, at the risk of getting heavier, I am actually going to apply the stuff that makes me heavier for better improvement. Great! Now, we gained weight. Not that I had in mind. Kasumi Gaseki, we shall start on the outer. So the two guys from Family Business, and there it is. So we first face off with Greatest Papa. We have to deal with the Great Big Daddy, who's in Z as well, a 350Z. So fellow 350Z enjoyer. So from what I am seeing with this team, they have a specific kind of gimmick of shtick. And that is, they're all driving Nissans, but the luxury models plus the fair lady. What? Oh, they ambushed me midway. So the mommy and the daddy are now conned together. So that explains why there's only one of you. So you mess with the husband, you mess with the wife. But I like the contrast though. Both are stock looking 350Zs. One is blue and the other is red. Very basic, but I like it. This is a 350Z Fiesta. And if you want to do another 2v1 like this with two 350Zs, all you have to do is find a blue 350Z under the name Great Daddy, and later on, halfway through the race, Dommy Mommy appears. I mean, wait, what? So the starting point still kinda checks out. I did say Kandabashi. And lo and behold, she does appear at Kandabashi. And that leaves Oji-san in the Kiyobashi parking area, which is just a few notches away. What I'm seeing here though is that if you want to rematch these rivals that you have already beaten, it's gonna be a bit of a pain to look for them. Like if they're not on the outer, they're gonna be on the inner. It's gonna be that annoying. Unlike in past iterations where they are on a specific side of the map. So if the rival dictates that they're only at C1 inner, you have your options down. It's just gonna be at C1 inner. Oh my, nice. Is that a dragon vinyl?
So you're the street racer who's been terrifying my family. Huh. You don't look nearly as impressive as I was told. Anyway, you're racing me this time. And don't underestimate me just because I'm older than you. I've just started to get my family back together. There's no way I'll let the likes of you tear us apart again.
I kind of like the fact that he's in an S30. It fits his overall look. Oh wait, I found a way to actually go about this. For us to be able to beat everyone in one fell swoop. So as soon as I beat the Godfather, Oji-san, my god, his S30 is pulling on off the line. As soon as I beat Oji-san here, I end the day, jump straight to Shiodome, deal with Team Desire, and then that's when I race against Platinum Prince. That way I won't have any backtracking to do. Well, as much as his S30 looks kind of great, unfortunately for him, this is where I draw the line. And if there's one thing that I know about Importuner Challenge as Shutokou Battle X, the S30, that particular S30, the basic one, is not purchasable.
I never imagined that there were any street racers such as yourself on the metro. Allow me to show that I am as gracious in defeat as in victory. Seeing how you drive made me recall something that I was on the verge of losing forever. I want my son and grandson to race you. To see you race too. If you ever get out to Hachioji, by all means, look us up. The whole family will welcome you with open arms.
Oh, that's... Honestly, that was kinda wholesome. And we get more intel coming in. Jet Black Trader. I don't trust Manhattan Dreamer. I know he's plotting to overthrow our leader and take over the team one of these days. I owe our leader a debt. Which is why I want to stop Manhattan Dreamer, if nothing else. Wait, did I just beat that guy? Hey, Shunakiyama. I'd have caught you if I'd customized my car even a little bit more. The compressor really does matter, I guess. A quick kid. Oh, the one from Family Matters. It's my fault that the family's gone all to pieces. So it's my responsibility to put things back together again. Sounds like a plot line for another teledrama. I don't feel I can beat Sweet Blues yet. I'll build up my confidence by taking you down for a start. Did we ever race? I think we did. The Twisters are hung up on rotary engines. They've been racing in the Metro for quite a while now. They change cars over time, but their lineup itself seems practically unchanged from the time they established themselves. They make a big deal of being old school street racers, and it shows in the sense of rivalry they seem to have with newer racing teams. Family Business is an unusual racing team in that its members are all related to one another. At 62, their leader, the Godfather, is still very active behind the wheel, along with his son and grandson. I hear they got various problems at home, but they're pulling themselves together through street racing. Well, the family that races together stays together, I guess. Right, so this is what I'm talking about. If I want to do a clean sweep of the area, I have to return to garage after I beat the 3rd out of 4 team so that I do not trigger Platinum Prince's ass. Family Business. We do not unlock the S30, I'm afraid. So what we see here, go Daybreak. So the only one left is Team Desire. So we have to go to Shiodome parking area and start there. That way, Platinum Prince does not ambush us because we're gonna be busy here. Takayuki Naito. If you see any drivers dressed up in that gothic style, you can bet it's Team Desire. There's only 3 of them, but they got a definite presence. Oh, and one of them is apparently a... What? Huh? What? The frick did I just read? Cool Energy is made up entirely of entrepreneurs with offices in prime central Tokyo real estate. And their cars are all customized to the max, as you might imagine. On the other hand, they tend to rely too much on their hardware, and the scuttlebutt is that as a result, they're only so-so as drivers. Their overly aggressive style puts off the old school street racers. I bet even our leader would recall what it was like when we all drove just for the sheer fun of it if he raced you. Right? Oh, hey, we talked about you in the other parking area. I felt the G-forces pressing on me as though my brain was about to explode. That was the real thing. I finally found what I was looking for. Outside Garter. Oh man, why can't I do anything right? It's the same thing whether at home or on the road. Wait, you're part of family? Hey, what? Didn't we just talk the other... This thrill, this excitement, they'd never understand this back at the company. You'll see my real driving abilities someday. Many of the Wanderers only come out when they see things going to their liking. So, if you want to race all of them, the trick is to drive the Metro under all kinds of conditions. And you can pick up other hints by asking around the parking areas too. I recommend it highly.
Drivers have to do a lot of cornering on the metro. That means you need to learn the lay of the land. One way to do this is to drive race routes before a race to see what they're like. You know, just a cruise. It's kind of fun, actually. It's more laid-back driving mode than usual.
I actually have to agree. If you're unfamiliar with the map, it's better you just cruise around it. Okay, so Cutie Hip is here, but obviously if I do this... oh my god, Booba!
Hey, what is that boorish thing on the hip? There's no way I'm racing some dork with rear spoilers.
Harsh? Okay, a 180 and an S... Oh my god, this S15 is so dark I could barely make it out. Heretic Canopus. Awesome! Of all the people to interact first, it had to be the guy in the goth lolly outfit. I know, stop shaming their kinks, but this is ridiculous. Don't stare at me like that. You wanna race? Is that what this is about? Huh? I have to take this one out as soon as possible. I was expecting the team leader to be the guy, not you! One thing's for sure though, they got the silhouette of Goth Lolly to a T. If you're not familiar with when I say Goth Lolly, it's Gothic Lolita. It's a kind of fashion at Harajuku. Mostly for the females, but of course, stop shaming kinks, men can do it as well. It's normally iconized by the frills, so think of those dolls that you see around that kind of reflect the ye old English era. What the? I lost! Do me a favor, don't tell anybody, okay? I'm not gonna sleep well tonight. Wait! Don't tell me! Are you all men? I mean, it's hard to look at it from the silhouette. But okay, I may be giving too much credit on the silhouette because I looked at the elbow and I assumed it was a man. This is what I get. Did I just assume their gender?
Are you my opponent for tonight? You seem pretty fast.
Alright, they may have the generic dialogue, but at least their silhouettes stand out. Remembering the horny guy from the last episode, I might have to check the profiles of Team Desire. Oh, it's just after Kandan. It's not before Kasumi Kaseki.
What the? I got beat? How humiliating!
Wait, am I seeing the third car? I am seeing the third car already. I thought I need to go out and go back in, but I'm... Betelgeuse of the Night. Wow, edgy. I am absolutely lost right now, so my headcanon is the one in the 180 is the dude.
You're the one, aren't you? You're the street racer who took down Canopus the Heretic and the Grieving Estelion? Well, I've been waiting for you. I'm all set to go. If you're not certain you can beat me, then
start running now. Yeah, you definitely are the dude. The other two did not threaten me, but you, that sounds something a man would say. And then it ends up this is the one that one horny guy was in the hots for. least we are doing well out here in the up ramp. Better than they did. Oh, now it hits me. The Betelgeuse guy from ReZero. That, yeah, the team leader's definitely the dude. Ah, I was not paying attention. I was looking at my pressure gauges. Okay, that's the last of that. And now we can face Platinum Prince. Remarkable! I haven't had such an elegant race in a long time. I feel there would be no harm in addressing you as a true knight of the Metro. Promise me that you will continue to race with a spirit in your heart. I will always be with you. No thanks, ma'am, sir. I'm good. Yeah, okay. We cleared out all the rivals, minus the Wanderers. As soon as we go out, Platinum Prince is lying in wait. Called it. So this begs me the question, why is Platinum Prince in an FD? Now it's time for more lore dumping. PP, sorry, I looked at this plate number, it says PP Prince. It's P Prince, my bad. Okay, acceleration wise, not as strong as Midnight Cinderella, ironically. Ow! Okay, I meant to do that. At least it gave me the lead. Though I did not mean to hit the traffic car. I also noticed how Platinum Prince's logo is a bit different from how it is back then. I know inside the hole in the Dorito, it's supposed to say R. So why does it have a dragon? Okay, it's kind of weak and kind of botchy. This still puts Midnight Cinderella as the big difficulty spike in this arc of early game. I much feel threatened more by Midnight Cinderella than I do by Platinum Prince, I'm afraid. So if I were to rank the bosses, Bloodhound's the lowest, followed by Platinum Prince, and Midnight Cinderella is way up there on top for early game. As the early game bosses, the first three. This one was not much of a problem for me. Not even worth watching the replay.
You're a far better driver than I imagined. I'm sorry I insulted you before. Ever since King Speed quit, I've been disgusted with all the street racers with their dreams of being the fastest on the Metro. Though they lack the ability to back up these ambitions. But you're different. I can't help thinking that you might have what it takes to be the next Speed King.
I'm saying Speed King, okay? Screw King Speed. Speed King is much better pronounced.
Though that probably doesn't give you much comfort. All you need to do is keep on driving in your own way. But if there's anything I can do, just ask. I've been here a good long while and I know my way around. I'm glad we met. Maybe my brother brought us to... What?
Suck is dead? K-Suck is dead? That's the implication I'm getting here. Feet of Clay, Revenger. Oh, looks like we're unlocking Shinkanjo. Deep Blue Sniper, okay. That's one of the bosses now. Silent Cassiopeia? Why do we have the same mod? I mean, nearly the same mod. Daybreak Garnet is in a 32. So these are Shinkanjo bosses that I need to face against. And they seem to be on the same route. There's another one. Oh, this is new. Skull Bullet. So we've unlocked a new area now, and it's gonna be the high speed stage. Shinkanjo. Hey, oh, it's Iwasaki. Is it true that you took out C1's top 3? Either way, isn't it a little too soon to rest in your laurels? C1 is far from being the entire metro. The C1 from the Hamazaki Bridge to the Edo Bridge, the Route 9 Fukagawa from Edo Bridge to Tatsumi, and the Wangan and Route 11 Daiba. We call those courses the Shinkanjo. The people racing here are all way above the ones racing on C1. Skull Bullet, who recently came here from America, and the 3 street racers who are cooperating with him, Azure Sniper, Silent Cassiopeia, Garnet Dawn. If you want to become famous in Shinkanjo, you'll come across one of them sooner or later. Good luck, even if it won't be enough. Oh! So this time we are dealing with new territory. Desire, Silvery Nobleman. Silvery Nobleman is actually the alternate name of Platinum Prince, or White Nobleman, the Nobleman. So if you hear Nobleman next to his name, that is still Platinum Prince. Engine level 4, body tune level 3. I'm buying. You know what? Let me do quick purchases before we end this episode. Okay, so after some extensive modifications, my silver is slowly getting some gold. So the gold intercooler's in. I'm getting a gold roll cage. Unfortunately, or maybe I just don't know how, but unfortunately, I cannot change the color of the roll cage. I want it to be neutral. I want it to be neutral gray, as like with the body color, but the game will not allow me for some odd reason. But anyway, going down back on arrival, more people are here. Am I not gonna get away from... Oh, no, wait. These are Shinkanjo people. These are Shinkanjo people. I stand corrected. And this is the second of the 2 bosses, so at least they're out here. Yeah, Azure Sniper for Midnight, Garnet Dawn, and there's already a Skull Bullet is anywhere and everywhere. So safe to say, probably I have to beat everyone to be able to deal with Skull Bullet. And then there's 2 more in... One is at Shinjuku line. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Shinjuku line? I thought I... Do I have that unlocked? Excuse me? I have to check the map. Shinkanjo, Ariake, Kasumigaseki, Shibuya, Shiodome, Shibaobara. Oh no, looks like I'm locked off from certain teams until I unlock the route. So I do not have access to anyone. To everyone, I mean. But seeing these teams here, so these are all OGs. We have Racing Storm is a new one, so screw those out. But our gangs, Cupid Arrows, and SS Limited are returning teams. Strong Formation is new, Road Concerto as well. Second Chance, me as well. They're all new. So all new here on Midnight. We have more Wanderers out. So wow, all of a sudden everyone is here. What is going on? Whatever happened to being easily accessible? And then at a daybreak, more new teams. Faraway, Danji, Red Pollution, Oberon. And for Wonders, ooh, Bloody Mary is back. But of course, there's no Viper, so she's being put in the second best thing that is next to a Viper, an FD. Yeah, no S13, so he's being put there. Wait, aren't you like a team member of Fine Drive? Because I know because of the 2000cc handle. Oh, so you are the one from the 4 Divas. So it's not the G35. It's you. It's Silver Wolf. All right. So I got my Wanderers wrong. The one earlier, no, he has nothing to do. He's a returning Wanderer, but he's not the actual Wanderer that I was talking about. Hey, it's a boy Illusion B, and he got an upgrade. He must be lime green if we see him, or lime yellow. Wild Child in an RX-8 is not as iconic as Wild Child in a MRS, unfortunately. And some of these Wanderers are kind of new even for me. I'm just looking at the Wanderer list before we give my final thoughts on the last arc. Master Position. Okay, Master Position has an updated sticker. Yellow Desperado, no GTO, so he's thrown into an Evo. Iron Triangle's new. Shepherd Nekozawa. You're from that pet team in TXR3. Raspberry Kiss got the glam up, as well as her car. No. I know Raspberry Kiss may have had a 350Z in the old game. Craftsman Wannabe, I remember you in Zero. I mistook you for Haruho Garage, but you're somebody else. Critical Elegy, I know I've seen you as well. Jet Skater, definitely I've seen you too. Mad Fat is new. Auto the Technician, I believe I've seen Auto the Technician before. And last among the Wanderers, so Lonely Wolf, you are different. Kamikaze Koji, Immortal Clown, because there's no K cars, they have to throw him to a 180. This is new. Impatient Eternity is new. I forgot her actual first name, but something Princess. Yes, you are the one with the busted requirement in TXR3. No Evo 5, so we put you in the 9. Ignorant Fool. Wild Heart. I might be remembering wrong. I thought this was a boss for a moment. Lonely Nihilist and Masked Stranger. So there are some new, some returning Wanderers. So entering to Shinkanjo line is gonna be new territory for the likes of me. So as usual, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 teams and then the boss. So looking at here, we have to deal with everyone. And then Evening Star is at Shibaura parking area. So we deal with SS Limited, second to last. Cupid Arrows would be our dead last. So if we're gonna start at nighttime, our gang's Racing Storm and some members of SS Limited would be our first priority. And before with the heaping number of Wanderers unlocked, before we move to the next day, after we beat the boss, we need to clear out the Wanderers list. And based on our requirements, it would also be high time. We're going to be hitting 100 as soon as we're done with Shinkanjo nighttime. And this is to be discussed when we get there. But first, we need to check Desire out for the mistaken gender identity that I've done. Heretic's Canopus is... Okay, my mistake. So, you are a real female and I gave you the guy voice. You are the one that one horny guy was horny after. A cousin to Betelgeuse, Heretic Canopus joined the team when she was asked by her uncle to watch out for her cousin. Guys often try to talk to her, but she stares them down until they back off. She sacrifices power for other specs and continues to fight no matter how far behind she may be. She responds well to pressure and is better at cornering than most others on the team. Okay, I am sorry I called you a dude. You are bona fide female. Grieving Astellion on the other hand, a fan of clothes that Betelgeuse designs, they met online and soon became good friends. Honami, so female. Grieving Astellion has a license but is shy and never taught to tune cars for battle. Now she's become so involved that she is the team's official... What? Speed? She drives to intimidate her opponents but has never thought to change mufflers or adjust suspension. Weird enough for being a mechanic but not fiddling with the suspension. Then Betelgeuse of the night, Reira Tomaka. Which one of these is the dude? They all sound like females. Her racer dad got her interested in cars at an early age. As soon as she got her license, she secretly started to drive her dad's car. She began designing clothes as a hobby and caught the eye of a famous company and used her income to buy a car. Her driving is smart like her dad's, but she doesn't tune the machine enough. The only modifications she makes are to its suspension. Okay, so you're a contrast. So which one of you is the guy? Is it this one? The bio clearly says female, so am I debated by bad information? Or one of these is a guy claiming to be a girl in their bio? It is obviously not June because someone has a hard-on for her. Hair and makeup, domestic help, fashion. I swear it must be Grieving Astellion. Grieving Astellion must be the dude. But anyway, with Lordom out of the... Oh wait, one last Lordom before we end. And that is the bio of Platinum Prince. Time to set the record straight. The scion of a wealthy big business, Snake Eyes took out his team, so he's out solo for revenge. Okay, so it's not our fault. He lost his... Oh... He lost his brother in an accident and his wife left him. So now racing is his only reason for living. He has a reputation for theory-based racing and inputs lots of data gathered into his car. He's good at cornering, but better at straight speed. He's aggressive and changes lanes freely, which we did not see. Is this Ryo Suck after MF Ghost, where K Suck died because of Snake Eyes? And whoever Ryosuke married abandoned him? If this is the future of Ryosuke Takahashi, this is kinda sad. But at least drama! But okay, anyway, time to end this video right here. So thank you so much for joining me in on this part of Import Tuner Challenge. I apologize to Team Desire for the mistaken gender identity. It was the S15 all along. It's so emo-ish. The 180 is passable, but it has a turn on of a dude, a horny nerdy guy, while the other was a fashion designer, clearly in a pink fair lady. So it's neither of the two. I got it wrong. I lost my judgment. And the lore of Platinum Prince is kinda unique in a sense. Also justifies why he's in an FD now, other than there is no FC. But he is out avenging the death of K-Suck. And although it was not explicitly stated in the bio, maybe Snake Eyes has something to do with the death of K-Suck. And that's why Ryo Suck is so depresso playing Despacito. And we're going to be entering into new territory, but we're going to have a nostalgia trip on the next part when we face off against OG teams from the previous game in Shinkanjo Nighttime. before we delve into the new rivals that come out on midnight and at daybreak. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next part of Import Tuner Challenge.